We are rolling.
Good morning. Welcome back to the conversation. This is Midlife Crisis Activities. This is our lifestyles and pop culture webcast. Our daily shout out to the world. I'm your host, Patrick Russell. And over there is my very vivacious producer, Veronica. Together we're here to lend our voices to the noise from a multi-generational perspective to help explain everything that's right and wrong in this world. Happy Manic Monday to you, Veronica. Well, we promised ourselves that we weren't going to let tax season overwhelm us and stop us from doing shows. And that lasted for about a week.
Yeah.
Apologize. We had to stop on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We had to call all hands on deck so that we could work the caseload and try to, break through that bottleneck. And so this week, we're not going to let that happen. But now we're waking up a little bit earlier. We've decided to do no prep for this show, which is fine because we're going to keep the topics nice and easy to speak about.
Yeah.
And let's just roll into it. Let's talk about something that I think all married couples probably deal with. It's a question that's been on my mind for no specific reason, but it's something that I wanted to talk about with everyone. Should husbands be concerned by how their wives kiss them? And here's what I'm trying to say. So, of course, through the honeymoon stages, we always have those very passionate tongue kisses, right? But the tongue kisses, that's the first thing to go, right? But, if you've got the normal kiss on the mouth, now you know. Okay, all conditions are green. Nothing to worry about. DEFCON conditions 5, right? Okay. But then what happens if now the tongue, the mouth kisses now start moving on to the cheek, right, Veronica? We talked about this before, cheek, right? And then you start wondering, wait a minute, maybe I should start counting the days, how long it's been since we've had sex, right? I'm not just sex. I'm talking about good sex, not like the morning sex where we both understand it's really just for me. I'm talking about satisfying sex for everyone. You need to start counting the days on that because I really think that that's your first warning, gentlemen. Husbands, once you start getting the cheek, dare I say, temple kisses from your wives, I believe conditions are now yellow. And you better start checking yourself and making sure that date night, the next one that's coming up, is planned correctly. And I think you all understand what I'm talking about that. But now, what happens when the kisses start moving up to, dare I say, the forehead? We've talked about this before. This is the kiss of death, husbands. If you start finding yourself getting kisses on the forehead, you better look around to see if you're getting checked into a convalescent home. And if you're too young for that, you better check your wife's phone logs. Am I right about that, Veronica?
I mean, I think the stages that you just explained make sense. The 1, 2, 3. And I don't know, I guess it's hard for a couple, being married for like over a couple of years.
I know. Well, it's going on 5 years now, right?
Yeah. I mean, but do you feel like that? I don't think I feel like that.
I've definitely gotten the kisses in this area that made me start counting back on my fingers. Just one hand usually.
But that can be like sweet too, Like sometimes like you see on the cheek, on the forehead, is like sweet.
There are circumstances and situations that call for different types of kisses, but I think we both know what we're talking about here. We're in a situation now where a man and a wife are in a position where they should be giving themselves mouth kisses, and all of a sudden the wife, for reasons at least unknown to the husbands at that moment,
not me,
is starting to kiss now around the cheek, dare I say, temple area, and like I said, the kiss of death. You never want to be kissed on the forehead. I'm around you. Those are those that you give for your 4-year-old little son, or when you're kissing grandpa as you're leaving the convalescent home, the assisted living facility. You get what I'm saying on that? So, Final note on this, guys. Read your wife's body language, right? We've talked about this many times before, especially if your wife happens to be of a Latin persuasion. Don't believe what she says, but you need to pay attention to what her body is telling you.
Do the opposite of what she says.
Guys, there's no right answer, there's no wrong answer, but there definitely is your opinion. Please don't just subscribe to this channel, even though we will be doing this back and forth, hopefully, on a daily basis. But lend your voice to the show. It'll make it a whole lot more fun. Guys, remember, it doesn't matter what comes your way today. It doesn't matter what obstacles or challenges that you may face. You just need to remember one thing.
Give 'em hell.
Happy Manic Monday, everybody.